Lexus has just debuted the 2026 RZ, and this is the 550e version, which is the first F-Sport version of the RZ, and this one gets a nice power bump too, in addition to the unique styling you see here. Now, although the BZ got a refresh here for 26, the RZ gets a mechanical refresh, so under the skin we have some better batteries and, again, this faster version, but we don't have any new styling aside from, again, the little touches here for the 550e, so you'll see a little bit of a sportier addition there to the lower front bumper. You see the unique wheels, F-Sport badging, of course. Out back, it's a little more differentiated here, especially with this rear spoiler, which is really cool with a double bubble kind of thing going on there. And it still looks really nice. Again, all the black painted parts, I think, really set it off nicely. The pointier little spoiler here on the back. Now, as far as the specs, so it's 402 horsepower for this one. Now, because it is so powerful, it is going to have a little bit less range. So these, they're saying, are only going to do about 225 miles of range, but the other versions of the RZ do get an improvement. So there is still going to be the 350e, which is the front-wheel drive version. That does 221 horsepower, and that'll do, the 300 miles of range, and about a 7.2 seconds 0 to 60, they say. There's also the 450e, which, interestingly, it's the all-wheel drive version, and it still does 308 horsepower, which is still fine, but it's interesting that the all-wheel drive BZ for 2026 gets 338 horsepower, 30 more than the Lexus. Seems kind of backwards, but that's the way they're doing it. That one does a 4.9 seconds 0 to 60 and 260 miles of range. And also, whenever you go up to these beefier motors for the 550, you do have a little bit of a weight penalty, with them saying these are about 5,000 pounds versus about 4,750 for the regular all-wheel drive version. The other really cool thing, though, here I want to show you on the inside, even though there is no change to the inside really, there is a new M mode, which is a manual mode here. And so that's something that they've shown off previously a few months back, but basically what it gives you here is this button on the middle here and paddle shifters. And while BZ does have paddle shifters as well now, and that just changes the regen braking, and this, it actually is manual shifting. So there's going to be, I believe they said, 8 defined ratios where you can control the actual power here in these, so that it's kind of, again, copying what we're seeing with Ioniq 5N and EV6 GT, and others I think are going to follow along as well. This idea of controlling an EV and making it feel more like a gas-powered vehicle with that control, and I'm really excited to try that out. It has some sounds to accompany it and all that. But otherwise, I mean, the RZ interior has still been very nice. It still does have the older, Lexus screen we're used to here for the past few years, with the climate control knobs built into the screen and a volume knob. I really like this screen. I'm not able to turn this vehicle on and show you guys, but, this has been something we've seen for several years now, so nothing new there. They did say the panoramic sky roof that we have here in these is now a little bit better. They say it's improved, so now it gets more tinted whenever you want to have it tinted, and it's less tinted whenever you, want to have it to be transparent. So a little bit more, extreme on both ends there for a nice little improvement as far as that dynamic sky roof, I believe is what they call it. But I mean, it's still a really good amount of space. I mean, these things I think were actually really underrated and really underappreciated because of the lower range you had with the pre-refresh. But now 300 miles of range in that front-wheel drive one, and even again mid 200s for the all-wheel drive makes it a lot more competitive. Still not best in class or anything, but still really a nice vehicle. But yeah, I mean, so much space. Good amount of cargo space, even though this is kind of an angled back end. You still have a lot of space back here, and so I believe they said these are coming later this year, so a little bit of a shorter wait than that new ES, for example, that I also filmed as well. But yeah, so that is really all what's new here for the 550s. I believe these also do get the NACS port here now, for 2026. So that's also a great improvement there. But otherwise, let me know your thoughts on the new F-Sport version of the RZ in the comments below. Thank you all very much for watching. Be sure to check out the video there on that ES as well if you'd like. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.